So it's 5 a.m. and I feel like absolute garbage because I've finally accepted that I'm going through topical steroid withdrawal. So I had a feeling that it was the case a couple days ago, but I'm 100% sure now, just because all the symptoms are pretty much exactly the same as I've been reading online. I have very red skin. It's basically covered my entire body at this point. I would say like 95% covered in red inflamed skin. Yeah, people think I look better, but it's really because all my normal skin is now gone and I'm just like one solid color. And it might look like maybe I just have like a slight reddish tan, but it's really my blood vessels completely dilated from misuse of topical steroid cream. And I know I said I feel like garbage, but in a way I feel better than a few days ago. I feel like garbage because I've been up for 2 hours now. It's 5 a.m. and I just woke up out of nowhere at 3. That's been happening every day for the past, I would say, like month or two. That's another symptom of this illness, which is insomnia. But even though I feel like garbage because I'm not sleeping, I do feel mentally better. I think I've come to terms with it, and I know I'll get through it. I think I feel better because I found a YouTuber who documented her experience, and she's so positive. And it just inspired me to be more positive about this, knowing that I'll get better. It'll just take some time, hopefully sooner rather than later. Yeah, it's been quite a journey these past few months. Figuring out that my eczema was actually contact dermatitis. I am allergic to a bunch of things, a lot of ingredients that I've been putting on my skin as part of my lotions, on my face, it's part of my makeup. So that was a whole ordeal. The patch test was very difficult. Putting all those allergens on your skin for days and then not being able to shower, wash your back, get it wet. And as somebody who now I know was going through topical steroid withdrawal, my skin was so dry and inflamed from lack of moisturizer and water. Yeah, anyway, all that to say, I'm glad I found out what it was so I can begin healing, naturally, which is by avoiding what I'm allergic to. And then now that I'm going through topical steroid withdrawal, I can begin that healing process as well, which is, to stop using those creams and just let my body go through the cycles and do what it needs to do to heal, give it time. And I know a big thing, and everybody's been telling me this, but I haven't really been addressing it as, seriously as I should, which is, taking care of my mental health. I should, try not to stress too much about this. It's terrible, it's painful, and nobody really knows what I'm going through, except for the people that have experienced it or are experiencing it themselves. But at least, I'm not dying. At least it's not, it's like all consuming and obviously really hard, especially because I have to deal with it. First thing when I wake up, I'm just like shedding like crazy. and it's towards the end of the day, I get so dry that it hurts to move, and I just can't think about anything except how uncomfortable and tight my skin feels. But other than that, and not being able to sleep, I hate not being able to sleep. Like, I'm at Disneyland right now, at the Grand Californian Hotel, because I'm at a work event. I really, really wish I could be present and, have a lot of fun with my coworkers, but I happen to be going through this right now, and, it's not my fault. Like, I didn't ask for this, so, yeah, I'm just gonna forgive myself for not feeling the best, and, turning in early if I have to or want to. But yeah, going back to mental health, I really should, meditate and just try to maintain a positive outlook. And I know that'll help. It is a day around 14 since I stopped topical steroids. In other words, since I began my topical steroid withdrawal. And it is worse than it's ever been. I am so freaking swollen. My face looks like it got stung by a bunch of bees. It actually doesn't look too bad on camera as compared to what it looks like in person. Like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, who is this? So, yeah, I mean, in some ways, I feel like okay, because I'm like, how much worse can it get? But I also don't want to be too optimistic, because tomorrow I might wake up and be horrified. So anyway, I'm on my way home from the clinic that I've been going to for the past 3 years. I've been doing a clinical trial for a drug that is basically an immunosuppressant, and it worked really, really well for, I don't know, like a year, 2 years, until it wasn't because of my allergies. And then, yeah, I mean, now that I'm doing this whole topical steroid withdrawal process, I figured I might as well get off that too, to give my body, everything it needs to heal, all the power it needs to heal. Probably making this worse than it could be, at least the symptoms. But, if I'm gonna do it, might as well go all the way, give my body, whatever it needs. So I went to the clinic for the last time. This is the last time I'm gonna be making the drive all the way out there to Garden Grove from Hollywood. I gave them the remaining medication, and they took a look at me and they were like, holy shit. But when I was talking to the doctor about what I think I'm going through, he kind of didn't really agree, which I'm not so surprised about, because I mean, I've read online that a lot of doctors don't believe in this, and they don't acknowledge it. So nothing was really surprising. He just said, oh, this is because you're, stopping the medication and your body's just going back to what it was at before. And I'm like, I was trying to be as polite as possible, and I was like, no, I've never been like this. I've never had skin flakes falling off of me 24/7. I've never been swollen. I've never oozed from my body for no reason. I mean, I didn't say any of these things. I just said, I've never been like this. So I don't think that's what it is. But
that's done, and now I can go home, hopefully take a bath, and I don't know, just feel somewhat better, hopefully eat some good food. At least I still have my appetite. I'm very thankful about that. Food is still a source of comfort for me at this point. So yeah, do that, and then in 2 days, hopefully I will get my new medication, Dupixent, and then I will go to the allergy doctor and do my first loading dose. Yeah, I called them this morning on the way to the clinic, and I told them that, I made the appointment, and then I was like, I want you to let the doctor know that I'm going through topical steroid withdrawal, so I would like to do this ASAP. And the assistant or the person who picked up the phone said, okay, they'd let them know, but I don't know. We'll see if they actually do. But, I'm just trying to give everybody as much information about what's going on with me as possible. It's horrific and a living nightmare, but it's better for people to know. There's no use trying to make myself seem like I'm in a better place than I am, because otherwise I won't get the help that I need. So yeah, and just gonna drive home now, and I will catch you later. Bye. Just got back from, let's see if this is steady. I look insane. So I just got back from the doctor's office. They gave me my first loading dose of Dupixent. I wish I could say that I was feeling better today, but as worse as ever. My face is starting to tear in some places, which is scaring me. My hands are full-on gremlin. The redness spread to my fingers, and they're becoming wrinkly. I had some hope yesterday because I felt like the redness on the backs of my hands were going away, but now it's just, I guess, bumpy, and then the bumps have spread. So, and also I have a lot of bumps on the inside of my hands.
Oh my god. This is day 1 after my Dupixent shot, so technically day 2. These are my hands. Less red, but very elephant-y. This is basically what I look like all over my body. I'm not red, but I'm very dry and stiff and flaky, which is better than oozy, I guess, so I think we're making progress. I'm not too itchy. If I start, I feel like I can get going, but I don't have that irresistible urge to start anymore. I can just kind of like let it go, which is amazing. Face is very dry, but I
I feel like Dupixent has kind of stopped my symptoms worsening. I think maybe tomorrow or tonight I will shower and maybe put on some lotion. Maybe my body can handle it now. Let's see. These are my feet. Still very swollen. Looking crazy. Skin is looking so dry. But overall, less red. Still got some elephant knees. It's very flaky. I'll probably put some 2B grip on. Redness is definitely disappearing. Thanks, Dupixent. Okay, so this is the symptom I hate the most, which is swollen feet where it's really hard to walk. So let's see, day 2 Dupixent. How is my walking? Okay, I feel the blood rushing. Ew. Ow, 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 ow. Still not so good. But all right, on to the bathroom.